afternoon, everybody. This is Harmeet from Sigma Picks. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that has been tuning in and watching these reviews that I put out. Took a week off just to kind of let things, the things that had been talking about in the past, and just kind of let them come to fruition. And I just want to say again, thank you to everybody. And if you are new, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so the algo gods can get this going towards showing more people what's going on. All right, so let's get going with this week's review. Just a quick thing that we wanted to talk about, if you are just tuning in for the first time, the fact that we've been following this this structure for quite a bit. Okay, it is your stereotypical zigzag structure that we know that was forming because of the preliminary 5-wave A wave that formed right here. We saw that there was a 5-wave structure in this A wave, and then we were expecting the ABC correction. We got it. We end up getting a flat correction. Okay, if you have been watching my videos, and if in the past, you know that we've had quite a bit of these flat corrections in this larger correction that we've been having since last year. If you haven't seen them, you can go back and look at those. It's just same stuff happening again, that these tend to be, this has been a signature of this specific correction that we are going through, the larger one, since starting of this year. So they all, most of them have been flat, so there's nothing that's changed here. We did get a flat correction of this A wave. Okay, we did get a flat correction of this A wave that corrected here, and now we are in a C wave. Okay, and that also kind of gave credence to the fact that it is another 5-wave structure, and that tells us, yes, it is that 5 3 5 zigzag that we were expecting it to form. For all extensive purposes, that we need to know that there is some more well, how would I put this? Okay, so we don't know if this C wave has completed. We don't know, even though I have a preliminary count up for this specific C wave here. I'm gonna just point this out. Okay, so this moved down after the correction. So this moved down after the correction. Okay, after the correction has a 5-wave structure that meets all the rules. Okay, that it does not break any of the rules so far, and we can say preliminarily that this may be coming to an end. What we do want to watch for is that this 357, if it starts going below this 362, which is, I think, the double bottom at that point, and if it starts going below that, we want to see it kind of test this 357 zone or 356 357 zone. Okay, and hold support. For now, we did get a major move back up, and I also want you to know that it did take out the last high. Okay, and it closed above it, so this gets us going back towards this 376 and closing out this gap right here. Okay, but we don't know how Monday or tomorrow will open, so we're going to be watching the futures tonight to have a clue. But this move up gives us some idea that there may be another corrective wave coming that would get us going back up. So those are the things that I am currently watching. I don't know if this zone will hold, or if it is the zone where the reversal will occur, at least a short-term reversal. to say that a reversal is here, that we want to see it get through this last fourth wave. It's nothing new. We talk about this all the time. 377 and 378 area to get us going towards this 400 and 410, 411, 410 zone. Again, that was the last B area. We would expect, if this is a larger correction, it would get towards this 400 area and hopefully try to test that. So there's a lot to still to think about and to see how markets will behave and go from there. Just going back and looking at our larger time frame, we can see also, let's just quickly point this out. We can see that the third wave is longer than the first wave so far. Okay, so that meets that criteria. We know it is at symmetry. Okay, this is the double bottom I was talking about before. And we can say that if this was to go up, we can see that it can go up to this 410 zone, or at least meet this. Let's just quickly point out where the last low was. At least this 390 area. Okay, if it goes past the 390 area but stays below 410, then you know it has the ending diagonal variety of impulsive wave, but we don't know yet how that will go. So this fourth wave, or if this is, we are going to be in this corrective fourth wave of this larger C wave. This is a major clue that we will have going forth, that how this is going to behave. If for some reason, if it does ended up going there, then we can go back and look at the fifth wave. If it does going back above this 390, above this 390.04, okay, this fourth wave, and if we are in it, we can start looking at this fifth wave from there to be 67.8%, 67.8%. We can start looking at the being that of the third wave. Okay, once we have more information and more data that comes in that tells us what's going on, we'll be able to do all of that analysis, so forth. So for now, there is waiting game. Okay, if you haven't taken, if you missed this move, I think for now this is a waiting game. It is pretty stretched out, and we want to see how this will develop come tomorrow. Once we have an idea, we can look for another short or decide what we're going to do from there. There is one other thing that I want you to know, that even though I have this as third wave, okay, there is another structure that tells us that this could also be the end of fifth wave and end of C right here. Okay, and that is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth. Okay, and this is an ending diagonal, and because it goes right into this, kind of touches the first wave, so there is that possibility that is also developed, that this could be an end of something bigger, and we could see a larger correction coming from this downtrend. So that being said, let's I think that covers most of it for now. We do not want to see it get below 358, but it can get down to 357. Let's just hope that we get some sort of bullishness this week, so that way we can get a better trade in, at least on the short side for now. But if it continues to bomb, there is a good chance that markets may just go into more of a, get stuck deeper into the quagmire that we're already in, and we can talk about that next week as we get to that point. All right, let's go to the next chart, and we're gonna go to our QQQ. Same difference. Again, what's going on? It's the same. There's, we're beating the same horse here. It has, from what it looks like, it is giving us a clue again that, you know, this third wave is over. Preliminarily speaking, it has the five-wave structure, with fifth wave being the shortest wave, and the third wave, this wave, the third wave here. Let me point that out again. The third wave right here, it is beyond 100% of the first wave. So although the rules are met, again, this is a flat correction for you to know. So everything that is happening in SPY is also the same structure forming in QQQ. So hopefully we'll have our answer soon if this larger C wave is corrective or not. The one thing that you should be aware of that is different is that how I pointed out in SPY that this could be the end of fifth wave. Well, that structure does not form here, in QQQs. We cannot say that's, that this whole, let's see, this whole downtrend can be construed into five-wave structure. It's extremely difficult to do so because you can just say, okay, this is one, this is two. Here, let me get this. This is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, and this is five. And that would end the C wave right here, but we can't say that yet. We still need more evidence for that to say that that was the case. In order for us to say that, I think it would need to go over this 2 point, and let's just, I'm going to point that out. What it is this value 293.95. I would want to see it go above that to say that, yeah, that was the case. But for now, I think we can go see QQQ's at least testing this 283. So this fourth wave, there's a great possibility that we go see if this is end of the third wave, if this is truly the end of the third wave right here. Okay, there is a great possibility we go see this 283 in a week or so before we seeing another downturn to complete out this fifth structure, if this is the case. So we still need to, we still need more data to come in to elucidate this specific this fifth wave and see how this is going to develop. And I think we will have our answers this week. Okay, so I guess there's nothing much more to say other than what we have already mentioned in SPY. So it's following somewhat of the same formula, but it has a little bit more. It needs a little bit more data to come in to kind of tell us what's going on. Okay, it's the same thing in the IWM also. They're the same correction as you can see that we have seen in SPY and QQQ, this flat correction, okay? It does, just to show you, it does kind of, we have a five-wave first wave, two-wave flat correction, and a fifth wave that completes out the third wave, five-wave structure here, which is the fifth wave is the smallest wave that completes out this structure. Even though this is preliminary, we don't know actually if this third wave is over yet. We can say the third wave, I would like to see, I want you to show you this 100. I think this is for, here, I would have to go back to show you guys what this is. Okay. This is where that is, the 278, the 61, 62, 162, 78 is coming in. That is your double bottom. That is your symmetry. That's all it's saying is that this move right here, this is the double bottom. That's all it's saying, the 100% symmetry. So we are still watching this and seeing how this will develop. We will have more idea of where it's going, and again, what we want to see is, these points. I think I won't point them out now because I think at this point you guys can go and do your a little bit of your own TA and kind of figure out where those points are, and have give yourself some work to do so that way you are also prepared and looking at it in a way that you think is appropriate. And always remember to go check another person's count because it's that's the strength of Elliot Wave is that you can go check other people's count as long as they meet all the criteria and the rules that are set forth in the theory itself. If it's not, there are a lot of counts out there that do not do that. They are not. There's something else we don't know, but they don't they don't follow the rules as stringently as I do, or some of you, the audience, do. So just be aware of that. Also, there's a lot of really bad counts out there, and people just, I'm not saying I'm always right, but I'm saying that you just have to be vigilant about all of that stuff. Okay, I hope you guys have an awesome trading week. Everything we had been discussing for the past month and a half, the all of that, the structure has been elucidated. We know what's going on. It is a larger zigzag in all three large market ETFs that I follow along with you guys, and hopefully we will know sooner than later where the market wants to go, and we'll just follow along. And I hope you have an awesome trading week. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye.